Greetings and welcome to Socialwit.io. For this demo, we'll be tackling the health and fitness influencers. So if I am a vitamin company or an exercise equipment company, doesn't matter who I am going to start with my language. And because I speak English, I'm going to choose English. And what this does, it ensures no matter what influencers I find, I'll be able to communicate with them. So there are over 500,000 English-speaking influencers. That sounds like common sense, but most people forget to do it. So always remember to start with your language. Next, I'm going to choose my category. And you'll find there is no such thing as health and fitness. There is a sports category, but do not pick that. That's for like actual sports, people who are like fans of like the Dallas Cowboys and what have you. YouTube does not offer a fitness, health and fitness category. But they do have a people and blog category. And people and blog category is where you go to find things that don't have their own categories. So that's 81.7 thousand of these people and bloggers. And this is a really vague term. Basically means anyone who has an online journal that gives advice and recommendation to their subscribers. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the word health next to the people and blogs. And now we're going to be shown all of the health channels. There's 11.4 thousand English speaking health channels. Sweet. Let's go ahead and make sure they're from the United States, because I live in the United States and I want to talk to them in my own time zone. I do not want to wake up at 3 in the morning to talk to someone located in Russia. So now we're looking at 4.1 thousand US-based English-speaking health influencers. I'm going to go ahead and want them to have at least 50,000 or more subscribers. I want them to have some reach. Now we're at 685 influencers. Fantastic. I want them to be active in the last 30 days, and I want to show only the ones that have an email. Because if they're active with a public email, they're way more likely to give me a reply back. Now we're looking at 231 influencers. Now when I say influencers, I do mean YouTubers. I can always switch it over to Instagram if I so please. But I find YouTube more interesting, so we'll stick here. Next, I'm going to target a female audience between the ages of 25 and 34. That's the age group that tends to spend the most money. Give myself 25% of that age group, and I'll make sure they're from the US. Maybe whatever we're shipping only ships locally. Now we're looking at 135 influencers. Fantastic. What is my company? I'm pretending to be a health company right now. Let's say we do vitamins. I'm going to type in the word vitamins. If I can spell vitamins. There we go. I think that's it. And now we're going to be shown 8 influencers who give vitamin recommendations. This is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead to list view. I'm going to select all. And I'm going to send all 8 of these a mass email. And that mass email will show it's coming from my personal address so it doesn't look like spam. I can always add this to a list and save this as my vitamin influencers. Let's go ahead and go back to the thumbnail view. Let's go into each of these individual profiles and check out what type of stats they're cooking with. So this person is called Lovely Brianna. And if I wanted to start a personal conversation with Brianna, I could click this button that says Let's Talk. And she did not reply to me after a few days, and a lot of influencers won't. I don't have to worry. I can just click this button and donate a couple of bucks, like $1 or $2, maybe $10 if I really want to talk to her. And in order for her to collect those funds, she will have to read my message. She does not have to respond to it, but she has to open it and look at it and read it. And that's half the battle. Influencers get hit up with hundreds of brand deals every day, and it just goes straight to their spam box. So by making sure that we give them an incentive to at least read the message, we bypass their spam box and increase the likelihood that they'll actually like what you're offering and contact you back. But anyhow, these stats are awesome. They tell you, are they growing subscribers? Are they losing subscribers? Are they hitting their daily average views? Has something gone viral recently? What does their audience look like? What interests are their audience? Ooh, and brand mentions. This particular influencer has worked with Shea Moisture 11 times. I could click that and see all of her Shea Moisture related videos. This is really cool. You can get a feel for their style of video making when it comes to sponsored content. And you can also make sure they're not deleting any of their videos. Any influencer deletes any of their sponsored content, well, it's a red flag to not work with them. Each of these individual videos also comes with their individual stats. So I can check out to see how they're performing. And also the most engaged influencer section. I like this section. This section is our pride and joy. It tells us out of all of her subscribers, out of all of her fans, which ones are also influencers themselves. So if I were to work with this person, I could probably work with all these people as well, and usually at a discounted rate. Why at a discounted rate? Well, if I'm already working with an influencer they're subscribed to, they'll be way more likely to trust me. Gives me immediate credibility. Let's go ahead and change this from vitamins to, oh, you know what? Let me get rid of health too. Let me type in fitness. Let's go after the fitness influencers. Everything else remains the same, but now we're looking at fitness influencers. And there's 111 of them. That's awesome. To me, I'm going to go ahead and go to list view, select all, and send a mass email to all these fitness influencers. I'll save this list as my fitness influencer list. But either way, you see all of these little filters here. This is a very complex search. Let's do a simple one. They can be as simple or complex as you make them. I'm going to go to people and blogs, type in fitness, make sure they're from the US and that they have a public email and an Instagram account. So they have a following on Instagram and YouTube. We can advertise on both platforms. There's 317 of them. I'll go ahead and select all and send all 317 a mass email, or just save it to a list for later. It really is that simple. I did that in real time. So Socialbook can help you find your influencers if you know what you're looking for, and maybe even if you don't, you can just play around with all the filters until you're like, oh wait, this works. But one thing to keep in mind, as amazing as this search function is, it is only 20% of the entire Socialbook platform. The other 80% does some amazing advanced things like campaign management tools, email marketing, email tracking, link shortener, link tracking, be able to see if someone clicks the link, what do they do next? Do they buy something? Do they download something? Do they register for something? And there's also competitor analysis. You can go ahead and choose a competitor like GNC and see all of the influencers GNC is currently using and whether or not those videos are performing. So you can actually, if someone else has already done the work, you can just kind of copy their strategy. Lots of cool things. It'll take about 30 minutes to demo you the full platform, and there is a link in the description of this video if you want to set that demo up. I highly suggest you do. At the very least, you won't be bored. So thank you for your interest in Socialbook.io. We will be more than happy to have you on board, and thank you for spending some time with me today to watch this video. Adios, guys.